with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned around and there you go. And you would fall and turn the white snow red snow. It's summertime. Pack all swallowed in their clothes, with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turn around and there you go, and Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as straw.
Got any go down, any piece of mine. I got it, your love got it. I got a house, got a phone. You don't be left on my own. I got it, baby, your love got it. Did face my fears. I was sincere, there was a price to pay. I'm stepping out of line. Can't remember why I even act that way. The music in my soul, waterfalls my road. I got it, ooh, baby, you love me. Got the strength to carry on. I remember when I was wrong. I got it, ooh, baby, you love me. Yeah, yeah. On darker days, I was out of place. I was out of place in my own hometown. You came to me, showed me all that I could be, and baby, now I'm found. Oh, the moonlight on my face, sunshine in my day. I got it, ooh, baby, you love me. Sugar in my tea, you're everything to me. I got it, ooh, baby, you love me. Yeah, baby. The way you look at me, why do you think I got looking? Tells me you're the sleeping giant from about the one you loved before me. I see you're scared, unconvinced by what I've tried to say. That I am yours and that nothing will take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Nothing will take me away. I know that you know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Nothing will take me away. The way you always call me with some question in every time. Try to pretend you didn't call me just 'cause I was on your mind. Too soon for you to say out loud, but I know you love me, and though we don't say it, already shows. You already know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Don't let it take me away. I know that you know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Don't let it take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Don't let it take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Don't let it take me away. I wait for you to open up. Not a boy. You're just what I've been looking for. Why do you keep your head in the sand? Whether you love before me, that friend, nothing like me. Nothing like me. Nothing like me. You already know. Sing it again. I love you, baby. Nothing will take me away. I know that you know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Nothing will take me away. You already know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Nothing will take me away. I know that you know, but sing it again. I love you, baby. Nothing will take me away. The way you look at me when you think I'm not looking. The way you call me, I listen to see what's cooking. The way you look at me when you think I'm not looking. I don't get you that way too. You just don't know that I do. I know that you know. You already know. No, you know, and I know it shows that I know you know. Love me, baby, I see you love me. I already know, but sing it again, sing it again. Love you, love you.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting in the evening come, watching the ships roll in. Then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide go away. Just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home, Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I've had nothing before, and look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide go away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Everything still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do. So I guess I'll remain the same. Sitting here resting my mind. And this loneliness won't leave me alone. Listen, 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. Now I'm just gonna sit at the dock of a bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, sitting on a dock of a bay, wasting time. Dog in the city, waking for the man every night and day. And I never lost a minute of sleep and worrying about the way things might have been. Will the audience please rise as the graduates, faculty, and staff of Oregon Coast Community College enter the auditorium? Please be seated. Honored guests, bendición. Welcome to Oregon Coast Community College's 38th annual commencement ceremony. I am Dr. Marshall Meese Roach, and I am privileged to serve as the president of this remarkable college. It is truly an honor to be with you this evening as we celebrate an extraordinary milestone. Tonight is about you, the class of 2026. This ceremony is a celebration of your perseverance, your sacrifice, and your achievement. Each of you has a story, a balancing of work and family, of overcoming setbacks, of showing up when it was hard. Tonight, we recognize that journey and strength it took for you to complete it. Graduates, in the next hour, you will experience the traditions that mark this special occasion. Words of reflection, music, ceremony, and finally the moment you have earned, walking across this stage to receive your degree, certificate, or honors of progress. But before we get there, let's begin where all great journeys begin, with gratitude.
None of us arrives at a milestone like this alone. Behind every graduate is a community, family members who encouraged you, friends who cheered you on, faculty who pushed you and to help you grow, and staff who helped you find your way. Graduates, I'd like you to take a moment and to look into the audience. Find the people who helped you get here. Give them a smile, a wave, and then let's all join together and applaud them for their support. The class of 2026 has been a historic group at our college. We are awarding 127 degrees and certificates, 81 associate's degrees, 31 CTE certificates of completion, 15 GED completions, and 3 high school graduates here today are earning their AAOT transfer degree, 2 from Taft and 1 from Newport High School. "31 of these students are graduating with highest honors, meaning they have maintained a cumulative GPA of 3.75 or better for their entire time in college. We also recognize that the path was not always easy. Many of you navigated challenges that extended far beyond the classroom. Work obligations, family responsibilities, financial pressures, and a world that often felt uncertain. And yet you kept going relentlessly. At Oregon Coast Community College, we believe that education is more than a credential. It's a door opener. It's a pathway. It is a way of seeing yourself as capable of more than you may have imagined before. Tonight, as you cross this stage, you are not just receiving a diploma, you are claiming that possibility. Now, as you look ahead, I want to share a simple thought. The world you are entering needs what you bring. It needs people who are willing to learn, to adapt, and to care. It needs problem solvers, connectors, and people who show up with integrity. And most of all, it needs people who understand that success is not just about personal achievement, but it's about contribution. Whatever path you take, further education, a career, service in your community, know that you have the foundation to continue growing. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait until you feel ready. You have already proven that you can do hard things. Oregon Coast Community College will always be part of your story, and you will always be part of ours. We will cheer for your successes, and we will take pride in your accomplishments, and we will always welcome you back as alumni, as partners, and as leaders in the community that you choose to serve. Remember, always be yourself. Unless you can be a shark, then be a shark. Before I conclude, I would like to introduce some of the individuals joining me on stage this evening, people who often behind the scenes have played an important role in making your education possible. Our Oregon Coast Board of Education representatives, Debbie Kilduff, Marion Mann, Paul Skidema, and Chris Chandler. Ms. Kilduff, please come forward and provide opening remarks on behalf of the Board of Education.
Good evening, class of 2026. Families, friends, faculty, staff, and honored guests. On behalf of the Oregon Coast Community College Board of Education, welcome to our 38th commencement ceremony. Our 7 board members are elected to represent communities throughout Lincoln County and provide guidance and oversight for the college. While we have many responsibilities, I know I speak for my fellow board members when I say that it's no greater privilege than is celebrating the commencement with our graduates each year. Tonight, we are honored to share the milestone with you and recognize the hard work, perseverance, and determination that brought you to this moment. Determination that brought you to this moment. Congratulations, graduates. We are proud of your accomplishments and excited for what lies ahead. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Marshall Mies Roche, President of Oregon Community College, back to the podium as we continue celebrating the class of 2026.
This year, Oregon Coast Community College is proud to recognize a graduate who was named to the All-Oregon Academic Team. Amanda Cherry Holmes earned this distinction in honor and recognition of academic achievement, leadership, and service. Amanda, please step forward to be recognized. Oregon Coast Community College would like to recognize the part-time and full-time faculty who make it possible for these graduates to earn a first-class accredited education. Would the Oregon Coast Community College faculty please stand to be recognized? Each year, Oregon Coast Community College honors an Educator of the Year. Nominees are selected by students, and the finalist is chosen by a committee based on contributions both in and out of the classroom. This year, we are proud to recognize Willow Sky as the Oregon Coast Community College Educator of the Year. Unfortunately, Willow could not be here with us this evening, but congratulations, Willow Sky. We will now begin the recognition of student achievements. Our commencement ceremony tonight recognizes several different types of achievements and milestones. Ben Kaufman, Dean of Academic Foundation and Student Success, will introduce our student speaker this evening. Ben?
I'm honored to introduce our student speaker this year, Kara Norton. Kara is graduating with her Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. During her time here, she's been involved in associate student government and helped support projects like the Shark Shack, our free space where students can access food, clothing, and hygiene items. What OCCC staff and faculty say when they talk about Kara is simple. She's someone people can count on. She works hard, she sticks with it, and she's always willing to help, whether that's through student leadership, supporting classmates, or just checking in on someone. She brings a steady positivity that makes an incredible difference day to day. She's made OCCC a better place to be, and she'll definitely be missed. Please join me in welcoming Kara.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kara Norton, and it is truly an honor to stand before you tonight alongside the class of 2026. Over the past 4 years, I have had the privilege of being involved in many corners of the community college. As a nursing student, a member of Pi Theta Kappa, a member of the Oregon All Academic Team, and a little more than 3 years of service with the Associated Student Government. But the titles and accomplishments aren't what brought me here to this stage tonight. What brought me here are the same things that brought so many of us here: determination, support from the people that we love, a few moments of self-doubt, more caffeine than we'd probably like to admit, and the decision to keep going even when the path seemed impossible. I stand before you tonight not only as a student, but as a mother, a daughter, a partner, a friend, and someone whose life has forever been changed by the experiences, challenges, and people that we have found here at the Oregon Coast Community College. Before I had anything remotely usable tonight for a speech, I was driving to class one morning, and the song Rise by Katy Perry came on the radio. It felt like she was singing directly about my feelings and emotions in that exact moment. I heard the words, "I won't just survive. You will see me thrive." and realized how perfectly they described not only my journey, but probably all of the others sitting next to me tonight. Not just because it's empowering, but because it feels like a soundtrack to all of the things that I've experienced getting to this one moment. The song talks about continuing forward when things feel difficult, about finding strength even when you're exhausted, about refusing to stay down when life tries to get too heavy. There were days when we felt confident and motivated, and days when opening Canvas felt emotionally exhausting. There were assignments submitted at exactly 11:59 p.m., study sessions that turned into therapy, and group projects where one person mysteriously vanished. And don't forget to mention enough caffeine probably consumed by the lot of us to power the entire Oregon coast. But through all of that, we kept going. That's what makes tonight so special. Not perfection, not having it all figured out, not the path of least resistance by any means. What makes tonight special is that every single graduate here chose never to give up. And that matters. Behind every capping gown is a story that most never got to see. Some of us balanced school while working full-time jobs. Some of us are parents. Some of us were caring for family members while trying to pass exams. And some of us questioned whether we were smart enough, capable enough, and strong enough to make it here tonight to this one moment. And yet, here we are, the class of 2026. A class filled with future nurses, business leaders, artists, educators, tradespeople, scientists, creators, and change makers, all shaped by the opportunities and programs here at the Oregon Coast Community College. And what I love most about this class is that there is no single definition of what success looked like for us. Successes look different for each and every one of us. Sometimes it looked like getting an A on an exam. Sometimes it looked simply like making it through a week. Sometimes it looked like asking for help, and even looked like showing up when everything on the outside of the classroom felt overwhelming. But every version of that success deserves to be honored tonight. And while tonight celebrates graduates, it also celebrates the people who helped us get here. To our families, friends, partners, children, mentors, and support systems, thank you. Thank you for believing in us on days that we didn't believe in ourselves. Thank you for the sacrifices, encouragement, patience, and unconditional support. None of us made it here alone, so thank you. And to the instructors, faculty, and staff, thank you for challenging us, encouraging us, and reminding us that we are capable of more than we ever thought. You helped shape the futures of all of us sitting here in front of you tonight. Graduates, as we move forward into the next chapters of our lives, I hope that we remember something very important. We are the proof. We are proof that hard work matters, proof that growth is possible, and proof that ordinary people can do extraordinary things. We have already faced challenges that have tested us. We have already adapted, struggled, learned, failed, succeeded, and grown. And through it all, we chose to rise. So tonight, celebrate yourselves. Celebrate all of your hard work, the people beside you, and the version of yourself that almost gave up, but kept going anyways. Because this moment was earned. Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it.
Thank you for those inspiring words, Kara. I'd like to now take a moment to recognize and celebrate our ESOL students at Oregon Coast Community College. Our ESOL students represent remarkable cultural and linguistic diversity. Since it began, our program has welcomed students from 38 countries across every continent, speaking 47 different first languages. They are among the hardest working people you will ever meet. They devote countless hours to learning English, often before or after long work days, family responsibilities, and other commitments. We often hear the American dream is no longer possible. Fortunately, no one told that to our ESOL students. Today, our ESOL students and alumni are business owners, healthcare providers, teachers, nonprofit leaders, college graduates, GED completers, and dedicated volunteers. They strengthen our communities, enrich our workplaces, and help power Lincoln County's economy. Their accomplishments are impressive, but what inspires me most is their determination, resilience, and commitment to creating opportunities for themselves, their families, and for future generations. To all of our ESOL students, thank you. Thank you for your contributions, your perseverance, and for sharing your cultures, languages, and experiences with us. You have made Oregon Coast Community College and our entire community a richer, stronger, and more vibrant place. Congratulations on all you have achieved and what lies ahead. ESOL students, please join me on stage so that we can celebrate you. Right. Shu Chen. Shu has participated in 95 hours of ESOL classes. Amelia Galicia. Alejandra Lira. Marvin Gomez Lopez. Emilia Leon Rodriguez. Anna Sebastian. And Tatiana Wong. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Bruce Clementson, VP of Academic and Student Affairs. Bruce is the recipient of the 2025 Cam Prius Award for Lifetime Achievement in Service of Community Colleges and has served 40 years in higher education. Bruce?
And you always hope I can find my script. Thank you, Ben. We will now begin the portion of the ceremony recognizing students who are receiving GEDs, certificates of completion, and associate degrees. This evening's graduates represent a variety of academic and career pathways. Before we recognize them individually, let's take a moment to learn about the degrees and certificates that reflect the hard work, dedication, and achievement that they have successfully completed. The General Education Development Credential, the GED, recognizes students who have demonstrated proficiency in language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies. This achievement represents an important step toward continued education, career advancement, and lifelong learning. The Associate of Arts Oregon Transfer Degree, or AAOT, prepares students for transfer to any of Oregon's public universities. The Associate of Science Oregon Transfer Degree, or ASOT, provides a strong foundation in business and prepares students to transfer for further study in that field. The Associate of General Studies, or AGS, offers students the flexibility to create an interdisciplinary course of study aligned with their own goals and interests. The Associate of Applied Science, or AAS, prepares graduates for direct entry into the workforce and career advancement in a chosen trade field. Tonight, students are earning AAS degrees in accounting, aquarium science, and nursing. We are also proud to recognize graduates earning certificates of completion in accounting, business, applications, aquarium science, welding, shipbuilding and repair, early childhood education, medical assisting, and practical nursing. We will now begin the portion of our ceremony recognizing students who are receiving associate degrees, GED certificates of completion. It is now my pleasure to introduce Leslie Melrose High, who will read the names of our graduates and the credentials they have earned and their future plans. Leslie?
Rain Daniel Regan Kittle, GED completion. Kiara Davis, Associates of Organ Transfer. Darby N. Davis, Certificate in Practical Nursing. Darby plans to continue on in the nursing program and complete an AAS in nursing to obtain an RN license. Darby is also working concurrently on a BSN degree at Grand Canyon University and plans to work as an LPN in Lincoln County until she has completed her educational plans. Brendan James Leahy, Associates of Science Organ Transfer degree in Business. Brendan plans to transfer to Oregon State University to complete a bachelor degree in Business Administration and then work towards obtaining a CPA. Andrea Espinoza Hughes, Associate of Art Organ Transfer degree. Andrea plans to transfer to Oregon State University to complete a bachelor's degree in Kinesthesiology. Leslie Albino de Jesus, Associate of General Studies. Leslie plans to attend the nursing program at OCCC in the fall to complete an AAS nursing degree, followed by a BSN degree at OCCC with the end goal to become a pediatric nurse. Selena E. Harris, Associate of Arts Organ Transfer degree. Selena plans to transfer to Oregon State University. Brenna McEntee, Associate of Arts Organ Transfer degree. Amanda S. Cherryholmes, Associate of Arts Organ Transfer degree. Amanda has been accepted into the Honors College and School of Social Work at Portland State University and plans to double major in social work and social justice with a minor in sociology. Cara Joni Norton, Associate of Applied Science and Nursing and Associate of General Studies. Cara plans to take the NCLEX exam and get the well-earned RN behind her name. Danielle Hakela Loke, Certificate in Medical Assisting. Danielle plans to become a registered nurse within the labor and delivery field. Kelly Marie Stinson, Certificate in Medical Assisting. Kelly plans to pursue a career in healthcare specializing in aging and nutrition. Kiara Smith, Certificate in Medical Assisting. Claudia Vivermos Molina, GED completion and certificate in early childhood education. Claudia plans to keep growing in the childhood education field and pursue an associate degree. Marisol Septimo Alcocer, Certificate in Early Childhood Education. Araceli Perez Leon, Certificate in Early Childhood Education. Araceli plans to continue studying to become a teacher as well as a social worker to help families. Brody Clausing. Ethan Hunter Anderson, Associate of General Studies. Hadessa May Bodiba, Associate of Arts, Organ Transfer degree. Hadassa will be transferring to Western Oregon University to complete a bachelor's degree in early childhood education. Ruby Orion Bartleson, GED completion. Ruby would like to join the nursing assistant program at OCCC. Madison Berry, Associate of Arts, Organ Transfer degree. Madison plans to continue on to get a bachelor and a master's degree in computer science. Abby Jera Locklear, Associate of Arts, Organ Transfer degree. Abby plans to transfer to Western Oregon University and continue to study to become a medical examiner. Keely K. Wright, Associate of Arts, Organ Transfer degree, to transfer to Western Oregon University and obtain a bachelor's in biology. Chloe Jacqueline Burke, Associate of Arts, Organ Transfer degree. Chloe will be transferring to Western Oregon University to complete a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree with a concentration in art education. Anne Vo, Associate of Arts, Organ Transfer degree. Anne plans to major in business administration with a concentration in finance at the University of Washington. Abigail Ann Mode, Associate of Arts, Organ Transfer degree. Abby plans to transfer to Oregon State University to pursue a degree in architectural engineering. Sarah Jean Holstein, Certificate in Medical Assisting. Sarah Joan Palmer, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Sarah plans to complete a Bachelor of Science in Nursing this August and plans to start on the pre-med route at the same time. Sundown Hunt, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Sundown plans to go into emergency medicine and eventually work as a nurse without borders and respond to natural disasters. Shaylise Desiree James Ledford, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Shaylise plans to work as a corrections nurse at Clackamas County Jail. Rachel Rogers, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Heather Sweeney, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Heather plans to work in the emergency department this summer while working towards finding an RN position in the Valley. Delana O'Daniels Davis, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Delana plans to continue on to obtain a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and find a place to serve our local communities. Jessica Van Ellsberg, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Jessica plans to become an RN at MedSurg at Peace Harbor in Florence. Jasmine Summerlin, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Jenny Moore, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Jenny plans to work as a registered nurse at the Oregon State Hospital. Haley M. Bostwick, GED completion. Anisha B. Silva, GED completion. Derek Matthew Hansen, Associate of Science Transfer Degree in Computer Science. Derek is currently attending OSU for a Bachelor's in Electrical and Computer Engineering and has an internship at Hatfield Marine Science Center's iLab for the upcoming summer. James Wyatt Wynn, Certificate in Aquarium Science. James plans to work at an aquarium or aquaculture facility in the Pacific Northwest or as a fisheries observer with Alaskan Observer Incorporated. Adam Eldisi, Associate of Applied Science degree in Aquarium Science. Adam plans to intern for the Aquarium Science program over the summer and then continue on to build custom aquariums and terrariums. Brett Kamsa, Certificate in Aquarium Science. Brett plans to get a job as an aquarist. March Hognes, Certificate in Aquarium Science. March has been hired as a life support tech at the Denver Zoo. Waller Samuel Jones, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Lachey Leanne Banta, Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Keely Ann Somers, GED completion. Keely plans to go to college to study forensic psychology and criminology. Jesus Eduardo Landa Perez, Associate of Applied Science in Accounting. Anthony Matthew Brooks, GED completion. Anthony plans to continue exploring education, most likely in the areas of psychology and business, which Anthony is most passionate about. Matthew J. Hall, Certificate in Shipbuilding and Repair, Level 2. Matthew plans to get certified with the American Welding Society and then start a welding and repair business. Santiago Fernandez, Certificate of Shipbuilding and Repair, Level 2. Ryan F. Pettyjohn, Certificate in Shipbuilding and Repair, Level 2. Alex Ray Lemon, Certificate in Shipbuilding and Repair, Level 2.
We have now heard the names and achievements of the class of 2026. Ms. Kilduff, how shall we proceed?
On behalf of the Board of Education, I am honored to direct that the diplomas, certificates, and degrees be conferred upon the class of 2026.
Thank you, Ms. Kilduff, and members of the Board of Education. Upon recommendation of the faculty and administration of the Oregon Coast Community College, and by the power vested in me by the state of Oregon, it is my pleasure to confer upon these students diplomas, certificates, and degrees earned along with all the rights and responsibilities associated with those conferrals. Congratulations, graduates. Before our recessional this evening, the official rite of passage and becoming a college graduate is to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your cap. You have now earned the right to do so, graduates. In a moment, please join us for a reception in the lobby and allow the faculty to exit first, followed by our graduates and then our audience. Friends, family, faculty, staff, students, and members of the Board of Education, I present to you the class of 2026. You are now officially graduates and alumni of the Oregon Coast Community College. Congratulations, Sharks.
about Charlemagne. Be polite, say something vague, like another lover lost, restaurant rates. If they ask why we left in the first place, say we were young and we were still in love, and I guess we just needed space. We heard about this place they call the United States. We found out Virginia really is for the lovers. Philly's full of friendly friends that'll love you like a brother. Pensacola parties hard with poppers, pills, and Pepsi. Ybor City is Trace Speedy, but they throw such killer parties.